Off we go. It's the Ryan Hartson Show on the BWC Network. I am Ryan Hartson. Moving on, we did break down the NFL in less than 15 minutes. The segment reads 15:01. That is a lie. However, we did because we broke down the Tony Romo bit to open up the show, and again, punctured his lung. That's the breaking news. I feel bad. It's a shame. I like watching Tony Romo play, and I just hope he's okay. Punctured lung, serious thing. It's nothing to screw around with. Punctured lung, bad. Punctured lung. If you get anything out of this segment, because we are going to be talking about Monday Night Football, punctured lung, bad. That is what you need to take away. Moving on, we are going to break down Monday Night Football like no place else in the world. It is time to get mad. We're taking the March Madness to Monday nights in the fall. Monday Night Madness, breaking down the 5 big questions around the New York Giants and the St. Louis Rams. An interesting game. You got a couple of good teams, a couple of good quarterbacks. So let's dive right in. We got the 5 big questions, and then I am the expert. I will pick the football game. Let's start off. How will the Rams' offensive line handle the Giants' pass rush? It is a bit of a weakened pass rush. Justin Tuck is playing. O.C. Umenyiora is not. So no Umenyiora. But you do have Justin Tuck, who is a really good football player. The Rams, their offensive line did okay against Philadelphia. How will they do against this Giants pass rush? Now, they don't have much of a secondary, so the Giants have to get the quarterback. The Giants have to get to the quarterback if they are going to win this football game. It's an interesting dynamic, and the Giants are going to have to get after it in this game, and the Rams have to protect. It's the same thing. I mean, this game is all about the trenches. All about the trenches. And speaking of all about the trenches, we're not talking about that at all. Do the Rams have the perimeter players to take advantage of the banged-up Giants secondary? No, they don't. No Steven Jackson, which we'll get to in a minute. Your receivers are Danny Amendola and Mike Sims-Walker. Great. Awesome. Tremendous. No. Average receiving core. In fact, it's kind of a weak receiving core. It's not bad. It's weak. It's a weak receiving core. How are they going to do it? I mean, really, listen, the Giants don't have a secondary right now. They are just patching stuff together. They got safeties playing corner. They got corner playing safety. They got linebackers playing corner. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. They got wide receivers playing corner. It's crazy. All these wacko injuries. I mean, just unbelievable. All these unbelievable injuries, DB, just out. It's remarkable. So when you've got that many injuries in your secondary, the Giants are in all kinds of trouble, and maybe Bradford will be able to do something. But when Danny Amendola is your best receiver, really? So the Rams, I don't really trust against. It's a bad Giants secondary, and I think this is the most important matchup in the game, that Giants secondary against the Rams receivers, because the Rams receivers really aren't that good, but the Giants secondary is awful, so the lesser of two evils, if you will. Moving on, how good is Eli Manning? If I was going to list the best quarterbacks in the game, Eli's name would not be on it. I would go Brady, Rodgers, Breeze, Roethlisberger, Rivers, Peyton Manning. I put Peyton Manning 6th. He's injured. He's probably going to be back up there when he starts playing again. And then I'll go Matt Ryan, Tony Romo, Michael Vick, Joe Flacco. I do not put at all, Eli Manning would probably be the 11th or 12th best quarterback in the game, which is still good. I mean, he's the top half of the league. But is he Brady? Is he Rodgers? Is he Roethlisberger, Breeze, Manning? No. He's not in that elite class, which is, where you'd need your quarterback to be. I mean, he won a championship. Sometimes you overlook championships, sometimes you don't. I tend not to. I think championships are the most important thing. Like, what else exactly are you playing the game for besides winning championships? I can't figure it out. So Eli does have a ring that helps him a lot. If he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring, honestly, I rank him considerably lower because I just don't see it. Now, he has thrown for 4,000 yards. Those picks, I don't like the picks. Had a tough game against the Redskins. How is he going to play? How good is he? I don't, I think he's outside the top 10, just outside the top 10, 11 or 12 in the league. Will the Rams miss Steven Jackson? He's their entire offense. I mean, Steven Jackson is all the Rams have offensively. I mean, really, running the ball, catching passes out of the backfield, blocking for Bradford. Yeah, they're going to miss him big time. I mean, what are they going to do to replace him? What are they? They don't have much to replace him. Cadillac Williams, awesome, great. No, not good. Not good. They're in some trouble. And the Rams are in some trouble missing Steven Jackson. And I think it is going to affect them big time in this game. Can the Giants overcome their injuries? The fifth and final question on Monday Night Madness. Yeah, I think they can. Just because they are playing a Rams team that is injured in worse spots to be injured in. Injuries in the secondary aren't as big a deal as missing your starting running back on a team that runs the ball. No Steven Jackson is detrimental to the Rams team. I'm just detrimental. Bradford will not do it all by himself. He's too young, can't do it. He's not ready yet. He's not done cooking, if you will. And Giants, they got to work on it. And the injuries are good. No injury is good, but it's in a good position. I think the Giants are positioned well in this game. And because the Rams are missing Steven Jackson, how are they going to do getting the ball to the perimeter players? You got Amendola and Sims Walker, not impressed. The Rams are the Rams. I mean, this is going to be a really, really close game. I could see it going both ways, but it is in New York, which is key. St. Louis going to New York. I will pick the football game. I'm going to take the New York Giants tonight to win the game, and that's how it goes. So, New York Giants win tonight. It's going to be a really close game. It could go either way. Finally, a good Monday night game because God knows those two games last week were awful. And I will try to be back tomorrow with a couple of segments. One breaking down the Monday night game, and the other, which is pretty exciting, our NFL Power Rankings. The BWC NFL Power Rankings being released. I'm releasing my NFL Power Rankings. I'm going to have Corey. Oh, no, I won't. Corey is unavailable for the next week. So I will, of course, I'll put my Power Rankings together. We'll do that next week, or tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow, also breaking down the Monday night game. A lot of good stuff today. It was a lot of fun. Great coming back. Great doing all this stuff. We've got a JATV segment coming up. Check out the stuff I'm doing for my school, St. Charles North High School. We're doing a lot of broadcasting. You guys should come check it out. BWC is moving up in the world. Now, all people need to do is listen to it, right? Good stuff. I'm Ryan Hartson. I'll see you next time. It's the BWC Network.